He's an absolute hero figure, particularly to young people in this country. So yes, he's very helpful indeed. Now look, everyone says, well, what about his comments on Tommy Robinson?
Nigel Farage speaks out after Tommy Robinson's clash over Keir Starmer. You're not going to believe this. A routine political debate suddenly turned into headline drama, and it wasn't just because Tommy Robinson made an appearance. What really shocked people was what came after, when Nigel Farage, never one to stay silent, decided to weigh in on Robinson's clash with Keir Starmer. And let me tell you, the reaction has been explosive. Here's what actually went down. During a charged session, Robinson raised sharp criticisms aimed at Labour leader Keir Starmer. His appearance, as always, drew controversy. Some saw it as a deliberate stunt, others saw it as speaking truth to power. But then Nigel Farage entered the conversation. And this is where things really took off. Farage, who has built his career on blunt, straight-talking politics, didn't distance himself. Instead, he leaned in, offering comments that echoed some of Robinson's criticisms of Starmer, particularly around leadership, accountability, and connecting with ordinary voters. In Farage's words, "There's a reason people are frustrated. They feel ignored. And when someone raises that frustration, even if you don't like who it is, the message can't just be dismissed." That one statement lit the political fuse. Why? Because it framed the debate in a way that put Starmer in the hot seat, not for what Robinson said, but for how he responds to public anger. Farage didn't fully endorse Robinson. But by validating the frustration he expressed, Farage positioned himself as the voice of disillusioned voters, while painting Starmer as out of touch. It's classic Farage, taking a controversial moment and using it to highlight what he sees as the failures of mainstream politics. And the backlash was immediate. One Labour MP told a local broadcaster, "This is deeply irresponsible. Farage is giving legitimacy to figures who thrive on division." Meanwhile, a Conservative backbencher shot back with a different take. Farage is simply saying what millions are thinking, that Starmer doesn't connect with working-class Britain. Social media, of course, exploded. One comment read, "Farage siding with Robinson? That's a new low." Another countered with, "No, he's just saying what we all feel. Politicians don't listen." British politics has shifted dramatically in recent years. It's no longer just about policy platforms, it's about moments, personalities, and who can capture the frustration of the public. Robinson thrives on spectacle. Starmer tries to project calm, serious leadership. Farage, he inserts himself right in the middle, translating the spectacle into a political talking point that sticks. And it works. Farage has made a career out of turning controversial moments into populist energy. Now, let's talk about Starmer's position here. For him, this was a lose-lose situation. Ignore Robinson, and he risks looking detached. Respond too strongly, and he risks elevating him. Add Farage into the mix, and suddenly it's two loud voices framing the conversation, while Starmer looks like he's on the defensive. One political analyst summed it up like this: Farage is playing chess while Starmer is stuck playing checkers. By validating the frustration, not the figure, Farage puts Labour in an impossible spot. But here's the key question. Was Farage genuinely backing Robinson? Or was he using Robinson as a tool, a spark to ignite criticism of Starmer? Look closely at his words, and it seems more like the latter. Farage didn't endorse Robinson's politics. He endorsed the anger Robinson tapped into. And that distinction matters. Because in today's politics, anger is currency. Whoever channels it most effectively often controls the narrative. Reactions from the public highlight just how divided the nation is. One tweet put it bluntly: "This is why people like Farage still matter. He speaks to frustration others ignore." Another countered, "It's dangerous to blur the line between frustration and extremism." And that's the tightrope. Farage walks it confidently. Starmer avoids it carefully. Robinson jumps up and down on it. And the public? They're left watching, debating, arguing, and sharing clips across every platform. So what does this all mean moving forward? For Starmer, it's another reminder that being steady and cautious may not be enough in today's climate of viral politics. For Farage, it's proof that he can still dominate the headlines without even holding elected office. And for Robinson, well, anytime mainstream figures respond to him, his visibility grows. It's a cycle. And right now, Starmer is caught in it. As the dust settles, the question lingers. Did Farage just hand Robinson political credibility, or did he simply use him as a prop to keep hammering Starmer? Either way, the result is the same. Starmer is under more pressure, Farage is back in the spotlight, and Robinson's name is trending again. And that's the story of politics today. It's not just about who's right or wrong. It's about who controls the story. So, what happens next may be the real scandal. Because if this is just the beginning, how much deeper does it go?